I've gone back to this camera because the sound is so much better. The sound isn't very good on the other one. Anyway, I have come up with dates on when I want everything or my side of the story to be revealed because I'm tired of having to do no, well, I'm not doing anything, but I'm waiting. I'm constantly waiting for you to come and talk to me, and I'm constantly doing that. I'm constantly doing, and I feel like I've completely lost my life because of it. I haven't had any control over my life because I can't do anything without money, and I can't have money if I don't have a job. And if everyone is ignoring me and refusing to talk to me and refusing to help me and refusing to give me a life, then I can't have a life, and therefore I'm furious at this and I do not want to do anything under your dates. You are going to ignore me. I've assumed you're going to ignore me until a specific day and then you're going to come and talk to me on that day. I don't know what day that is. I don't know why the fuck you thought it was 11 years because you were so wrong. And um, I have no idea what you're thinking. I think you're all mad. I have no idea who you told, who knows, who doesn't know, what they know, if they do know, and I want to know all these things. I don't think I'm going to be able to have any public interviews because it's things are going to trigger me, and I'm going to start yelling at me like that stupid, horrible preacher that I saw on the street the other day. You know, I really just wanted to scream out, I'm so fucking glad Islam is killing people like you all over the world. You know, I really wanted to shout that out, and I didn't care who listened. And like, I was so furious, and I know I'm on one hand suicidal and I just want to go and do some and get famous so that people could look at me and then I could blow my head up in front of them because that's how fucking angry I am here. So on one hand I've got that side, and on the other hand I just want you to die. I want the world to die. The world has not let me live, has not let me had any good experiences, or I don't feel that way. Like I don't feel like I've had any good experiences. I do like listening to the songs, but I don't feel like it's a good experience because I feel like it's talking to me, or a lot of the things remind me of things that I've done that day, and I'm just like, how the fuck is this happening? And therefore I feel not human, and because I feel not human, I feel like I can't connect with society. I can't connect with and because I've seen so many liars online, I now no longer trust anyone. You know, the thing with Diddy is not bothering me because you know maybe he did all these things, maybe Cassie is right, maybe I haven't really read it, and I'm not going to read it. Why? Because I don't see forms as anything. You know, people have written the Bible and they see that as a bunch of truth, and it's not, and therefore like, I can't see. I'm dyslexic as well. I'm probably going to read misinterpret things or not understand things. So I don't like reading. I need to see interviews of people talking. But the fact that I've been looking at people talking through interviews, and yet a lot of the times I just catch someone like that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. And you know, someone saying that they became a prostitute because they were R-worded and filmed, and then afterwards they said if you don't do this and don't do this and don't do this, they'll put the video all over the place. I'm just like, that's not an excuse to do all those things, because surely it's the event of doing these things that is the worst, not necessarily people seeing the footage, but that you having to actually be involved in the footage. Surely that's the worst thing. And when it comes to abuse, if someone's abusing you, I don't understand why you can't just get out of the situation. You know, right now I don't know who's abusing me. I feel like the whole world is abusing me. I can't get out of the situation because I don't know where to go, because there is nowhere else to go, because this thing that's connecting with all the stuff is following me everywhere. So I feel like I can't relate to humans. I can't relate to, and that's what's bothering me. It's not bothering me what's being said. It's the fact that I don't know the truth on what's being said, because I'm filled. My head's now filled with just a million and one liars that just say, "Oh yeah, I thought God doesn't like transsexuals," and if I comment to someone about how God doesn't like transsexuals and they get offended, we're going to be facing abuse from them. This is kind of abuse that we're going to be facing. It's just like, that's not abuse. And then just so many people have wrong interpretations of how to understand the word abuse, or when's if you are accepting lots and lots of drinks from someone, and he ends up sort of touching you all over, well, you shouldn't have been accepting drinks all over. And I think so many people wouldn't understand that you don't get things for free, and therefore if you're getting loads, there's so many different ways, and I don't know. I'm stressing out, and I'm stressing out loads of things, and all I want to know is when people are going to start talking to me, when I'm actually going to get the answers about why people have ignored me, who knows about me. And I don't know if I want to meet the singers. I don't think I do. I feel like I'm just going to yell at them, and even if it's unfairly or fairly, maybe it's extremely fairly, I don't know, because I don't know anything, what they've been doing, why they've been doing it for so long, who knows what they know. um, all I know is that I want to do things by my date, because I'm sick and tired of feeling like I'm constantly waiting for someone else. I've got the dates. I wanted to start on June the 13th, because that's when it started for me in 2013. I mean, technically there was a little bit of a build up before, because I met Martin and then weird things happened. So, if in next year, you want to expose Martin as like one world leader or whatever, but to be honest, Martin doesn't deserve anything. He's done nothing. He's not been in the public eye. He's not made made any sort of public announcement. He's been useless. I've seen him as just something that's completely useless and has done absolutely nothing. And therefore, I don't even know if he should get involved in this in any way. And, as soon as people realize that she's just hurt me a lot, and it's not even his, maybe it is his fault. I don't know what his involvement is. I mean, maybe at the beginning his involvement simply was believing that I was just a sacrifice, and he just needs to sacrifice me and search for the male god. And maybe maybe that's what they were all doing. I don't know. In fact, maybe at the beginning they found some footage of me and were wanking all over it. I don't know. I know that they were not on my side, because it's been 11 years, and I can't believe it's taken so long for people to find out about me. I don't know when people started knowing. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know when people started knowing, how long, why the media isn't going. There's loads of things that are spreading all over, rumors and gossips that are trending, and going, why is all this important when I've got world changing news, and nothing's getting out? So I just, I'm in a very, not in a good position. I want to enjoy life. I want to not have to think about religion. I want to go I want to be bought some sort of like world tour where I go to lots of places, stay in lots of nice hotels. Not about meeting people, but simply just about enjoying things like water rafting, or hikes, or I don't know. I don't know what I want, but I need to just see things. A tour of the world where I go from country to country and stay in nice hotels and get shown nice tourist attractions. And I don't know when you're going to come to me, but I don't think you're going to come to me this summer. I don't know why I think that. I think I want a 40-day warning. I feel like that is going to happen. There's like, that happened about in 2011 or something. There was loads of you know, world is ending, and I feel like that is how it is going to be. There's going to be some sort of setup where a lot of people believe that something is going to happen, and okay, nothing will happen, just like Nineveh. But I'm expecting something like that, but I'm expecting it to be big, and I don't know who's going to get involved. I was thinking maybe like Marilyn Manson or something, if he converts to Christianity because he's had a revelation from Jesus or whatever. I mean, if it's just a lie or whatever, that would be an interesting story. I mean, for a Satanist to convert to become a Christian, I mean, that's seen as shocking news or something. I don't know. I just want something to go viral that stirs up all the rapture believers and gets me hoping for a specific day. And then you can have people say, oh, I saw it was at this time, and a car came to this house, and it was the rapture, and it was a bride, and she went up, and I heard a voice saying this was the bride of Christ. I don't know if you could do something like that. It would be so easier. You're controlling the media. It'd be so easy to get something like this but going viral and get all the rapture believers excited, and at least then I would know when you're coming to me, and when to expect. I would like a 40-day kind of build up, because I just living on the edge constantly, where I think, oh, it could be tomorrow or it could be next week. Just living like this is really, really horrible, and I've been doing it now for years, like literally years, and and so I'm expecting some sort of build up. I'm expecting a build up, where I'm prepared, because I'm hearing all the stuff, and like, there's lots of people are saying, oh, wars and rumors, and this is all shit. This has happened for this is nothing. I want an actual date on when people think a rapture is going to happen, and then nothing will happen. But at least when people say, when did my sacrifice end, at least they'll have that memory, that, when they did that, and there was all this media talk about the end of the world, or something happening on a specific day. Well, that was the day that she was, if there was something like that, then at least people would remember the day. And I don't want to speak to people. I do want to know who knows and who not, doesn't know, but I guess I'm expecting a car to show up at my house and then take me to a plane, a private jet or something, and then go to America with a big bunch of stuff. That's kind of what I'm expecting, I guess. But um, it actually probably not too much stuff, because I want to go on holiday. So if I go to America and then just do something there, and then go on some sort of tour, maybe do a few other countries and come back and pick up a bit more stuff or something. I don't really know what that should be, but I need to, as soon as I'm exposed as being Christ, I'm not really going to be able to have much of a life, and I'm not going to be able to do that much. Um, and therefore, I'd want to do lots of stuff before that happens. And I need to get into a more cheery mood, where I'm not just going to be screaming at everyone, or triggered by things that leave me just screaming, "I wish you would die." And 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 then and then yeah, I think that's, I'm expecting a 40-day. That's just the main thing what I'm saying in this video. I'm expecting a 40-day warning. um Before I was expecting less, but this has just been too fucking long, that I'm expecting a 40-day warning now, unless of course you're planning on coming tomorrow, in which case don't change your plan. But I just don't see it now. I think most likely day now is actually October the 10th. No, October 11th. October the 11th, which is the Day of Atonement, on the Hebrew feast calendar. I don't follow that calendar. I don't want to follow that calendar, but you might do, because you don't know. When you set the date 12 years ago, you didn't know who God was. Hence, you might have tempted to be, you might have been tempted to set it on a different day. Year 2005, 2025 seems like a right year to expose all this news, because Jesus was supposed to be born on the 25th of December, so maybe that links to, the year 25. I don't feel like anything's going to happen this year. I mean, I did, but now that it's the end of May, and I said I wanted at least a month before exposing stuff, and because I want to expose stuff on June 13th, I don't see how there'll be enough time for me to recover in that period. And I'm going to be taking the rest of my life to recover, but I feel like I need to recover just to I'm not going to be able to I'm not going to help anyone if I'm as pissed off as I am now. And if you're planning on ignoring me until October the 11th, I think, is the next day that I'm going to set my sights on. But if you're planning on ignoring me for that long, I'm going to be even more pissed off, and therefore I'm going to need at least all winter until the summer, 6-7 months to just try and cheer up a bit, so that I can perhaps pretend that I'm not as angry as I am. But yeah, and um, um, I don't know what else to say. Um, the the fake sacrifice. I guess I haven't put a date to that, because I don't think I should. I think that should be up to the people that want to hold it. I don't trust them at all, and I don't think they have any ability to work out my mental state or my ability. Whoever put that Big Brother show on, you obviously didn't realize how fucking angry I was before you did that, and then you didn't obviously have any clue how more angry I would be over something like that, and therefore I feel like I shouldn't let this fake sacrifice start at your dates, because you're just going to not have a shit again how I feel or how it's going to make me feel if it starts at the wrong time. But I'm assuming one of you must be mildly intelligent enough to work out something like that. But I don't know. Wait until the exposure happens. Wait until people have learned that, I am Christ, I am Jerusalem, I am Israel. Once that's happened, there's going to be a lot of people wanting to get to know me, and I'm going to refuse. And the more I refuse, the more they're going to want to find out about me. So I don't know how long the period should be. Should I wait another 6 months after that, or should I go straight in? I don't know. I can't say because I'm too angry right now. But if you come and not, don't want to wait that long. But if you come and I go on a nice sort of 6 month holiday, and see lots of things, then I will be in a different mood.